Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about another big business has just announced that they're moving their headquarters, their HQ, they're moving across the world to Bentonville, Arkansas. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like and share this video with your friends or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously, as you know. So liking and sharing just make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack, and it sounds exactly what, literally sounds exactly what it is. It's a starter pack full of all amazing things in Northwest Arkansas. So if you want to know about the hospitals, if you want to know about the schools, if you want to know all the cool events coming up here, if you want to know about all the downtown sections, what's going on here, all the things NWA, it's a package. I literally ship it right to your home. So enter your information below. Address, where is this package going to? Where am I shipping this package to of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas? Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and I'll make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. Alright, so a new company named Adventure World Racing Series, sounds very extreme, is moving their headquarters from literally across the world to Bentonville, Arkansas. So if you don't know what adventure racing is, I'm familiar with it because I definitely dabble in the more extreme running sports and other stuff sometimes, so I'm familiar with what they do. But basically, adventure racing sounds exactly what it is. It's literally just adventure racing, but you might be running, you might be biking, you might be trekking, you might be hiking. It's basically imagine obviously like the greatest race, and then just more extreme. So obviously they cover a lot of different things. It's teams of people doing extreme things, covering long distance, basically adventuring to the stop line, to the start to finish line, of course. So obviously it's very, very big in Europe, Australia, South Africa. So it's very big over there. And they have done, I believe, ones in America as well, of course. But it's really cool to see that new headquarters, see Bentonville, Arkansas, and be like, yes, that's the place we're going to put our new headquarters, that they're moving across the world. So we're going to talk just briefly in just a couple of different points why this benefits Bentonville, why this benefits Northwest Arkansas, and why do they even choose Northwest Arkansas in general. So let's get on to point one. So the first part is obviously probably the biggest reason why they put Northwest Arkansas on the map is because there are so many HQs, so many headquarters moving here or already currently here when it comes to the outdoor space. So we have so many biking headquarters here. We have Specialized. This is the mountain biking capital of the world. We have literally the people that are training to be world professionals for mountain biking have moved their headquarters from Colorado to Bentonville, Arkansas. So they're training here all year long. And so when you start seeing all these different outdoor companies start piling into this one place, you got to be like, okay, something's going on there. I got to figure this out. So obviously we have so many HQs around the area that have moved here that has just put Bentonville even more. It's even put Northwest Arkansas even more on the map. And a little side note, beyond mountain biking, beyond the different things that we do here besides those things, we have so many rock climbing HQs. They are starting to stack up quite well, whether it's companies that are obviously into rock climbing, whether it's new startups around here, or whether they're actually making things for rock climbing, the actual equipment itself. A lot of those have moved here as well. So obviously it's becoming way more of an outdoor scene in Northwest Arkansas in general, just besides mountain biking. So that's been happening for the last couple of years, and it's super exciting. And that leads me into point number two, going back to the original point of why are they choosing Northwest Arkansas? Why are they choosing Bentonville? And that's because that Northwest Arkansas and Bentonville specifically is position themselves as not only as the mountain biking capital of the world, not only as the place for world champions to come and train for mountain biking, but they're positioning themselves as a world leader for outdoor spaces. And that's been kind of the big vision for Northwest Arkansas. And that's why I always honestly say a lot of times live, work, play all in NWA, because you truly can live here with community, you can work here, amazing jobs, and you can play here, all outdoor spaces. And there's not many places in America, in the world, that you can kind of do both. You can have remote places in the world that you can have a lot of play space, so to speak, outdoor space. But a lot of times there's not many jobs out there, or there's not a lot of community. But here in Northwest Arkansas, there's that kind of unique space where you can kind of do all three. By kind of, I mean you certainly can. And so obviously that's put Northwest Arkansas on the map even more. So that's why these big companies have seen okay, we need to think about moving here. And so Northwest Arkansas has positioned itself as not only as those mountain biking niche, but as a outdoor space, outdoor recreation space in general. So it's becoming a world leader in that regards. And it's super exciting to be here and see all the growth happening because it's getting much bigger than just mountain biking. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move down to Northwest Arkansas and you're using things like Realtor.com or Zillow.com. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates, and it sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates, so it goes right to your email instantaneously. So enter your information below, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, what are you looking for? So enter your information below, and I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes to new homes for rent or for sale, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email out just kind of talking about all things NWA. What's going on here? What new musicians are coming here? What is the Walmart Amphitheater? What new cool things are happening there? What's going on in downtown Fayetteville? What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas? So if you enter your email below, I'll send that email out just kind of every single Friday. Side note, you might get a little fear of missing out, a little FOMO, so to speak, but I do admit you'll be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And now, obviously, the big question is like, why and how is this going to affect Northwest Arkansas? How is this going to affect Bentonville? And so the first thing, and this is the more obvious one, is the economics. More businesses, more people coming to the area, more tourism, more jobs. It just obviously makes sense. And so obviously in past videos, I've talked about this like almost like economic flywheel where you need to have a couple different core things moving. And this is one of the core things is jobs, businesses moving here, HQs, the whole thing, and just being things put on the map. And so that's the first factor is obviously the big economics of having this HQ here is just going to generate so many more beneficial things for NWA in general for economic purposes. And so that's kind of the main factor there. That's the first more obvious factor. And number two, and this one's a little bit less obvious when it comes to the things benefiting Northwest Arkansas, and that is the health factor of Northwest Arkansas. Now, Northwest Arkansas is already a very healthy place because of all the things we do outdoors in general, whether it's hiking, biking, kayaking, swimming, the whole thing. So we know this, but adding these different outdoor spaces and general outdoor HQs, it's just going to bring a health factor that's different than anywhere else in the world because we are outdoors so much. And so it's one of those things where as there are more things to do outdoors and playscapes and obviously different things to do outdoors when it comes to parks and recreation and rock climbing and there's gonna be so many things to do in the next literally year or 2 or 3 years in Northwest Arkansas because it's monopolizing the outdoor space. It's cool to see just the health factors go up around Northwest Arkansas. So side note, when it comes to health factors, obviously when there's health factors, there's more grocery stores coming here. There's more, obviously, restaurants opening that are more health conscious. And so it just becomes this interesting cycle of things where it's like people are, requesting it. And so when the requesting happens, people see business opportunity. They say, I'm going to open a restaurant that's this and open a restaurant that does this. And so it's cool to see all these things happening based on these outdoor spaces, outdoor HQs coming to Northwest Arkansas. And the last thing that's going to be benefiting Northwest Arkansas, and this is definitely a little less obvious, but I'm the most excited about, is the community. So one of those things when you move to a new area is always the challenge of meeting new people. And so when you have these things to do outdoors and indoors as well, but specifically outdoors, you can build community so easily. Mountain biking obviously is a big thing here. Running is a big thing here. Hiking is a big thing here. Kayaking, floating down the rivers, all the different things, like even birding is a big thing here. And so it's cool to see just another aspect being added here with more outdoor spaces and which eventually gets to more community. So I'm excited to see all the communities that are being built around this new HQ, all the obviously communities being built around rock climbing and different things that will be happening, kayaking, all the different things. So it is cool to see the phrase "people like us do things like this" kind of phrase, obviously community being brought here, moving here for jobs, moving here just because they want to, and seeing communities built all in Northwest Arkansas. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you're thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you are a sightseer, maybe you have kids. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it, use when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.